Hello, I'm First Lieutenant Towns. Welcome to TRTV. Watch us broadcast anytime on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page.
In Air Force news, airmen in flight line-related career fields will soon be even cooler than they already are. They're now authorized to wear shorts. Commanders in the 2 Series Air Force Specialty Codes may authorize wear of dark navy blue shorts instead of airman battle uniform or operational camouflage pattern trousers in authorized maintenance areas when temperatures are expected to be 80 degrees or higher. Authorized areas will include the flight line, hangars, and dock areas outside of climate-controlled spaces. If commanders authorize the wear of shorts, they'll meet specified requirements that will be incorporated in the upcoming change to AFI 36-2903 for standardization. These changes will be effective March 15th upon publication of an interim change to the AFI.
Airmen from the Kentucky Air National Guard deployed and spent 5 days last month delivering relief supplies to Texas. The relief came following a winter storm that led to a near collapse of the state electric grid, leaving millions without heat or water for days. The 14 Kentucky airmen delivered over 92 tons of supplies, such as food and bottled water, to individuals and families in need.
In COVID news, vaccines are now available to DoD members. COVID-19 vaccines are being provided at FS Gabreski Air National Guard Base. For more information or to schedule an appointment, please visit the address on your screen.
The D.C. National Guard recently promoted Chief Master Sergeant Dakota Hinton to the position of its Joint Task Force Senior Enlisted Leader, making her the first female to hold the position. We have the first female Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force. We have our first female Vice President, said Hinton. Just give us the opportunity. Don't box us in.
You've heard about Operation Security, and the saying loose lips sink ships holds just as true today as the day it was coined. But what could actually happen if you ignore OPSEC? Well, suppose you give away information through an unsecured Wi-Fi hotspot with your laptop or smartphone. Worse yet, you leave it unattended in a public place. Not only could someone steal your identity and your hard-earned money, but they could gain information about the operations you've been coordinating. Say one of America's enemies gets their hands on emerging network defense tactics, techniques and procedures, network passwords, or your CatCard's PKI credentials. They could disrupt vital networks, ambush American forces, or hack into our nation's infrastructure. There are millions of ways to affect operations. So the question isn't what could happen, but rather, what couldn't happen?
Women's History Month originated as a national celebration in 1981. Since 1995, presidents have issued annual proclamations choosing March as Women's History Month. These proclamations celebrate the contributions women have made to our nation and recognize the specific achievements they've had throughout American history in many fields. Let's take a listen to why some of our own members feel Women's History Month is important.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Kerry Murphy from the 106th Medical Group assigned to the 101st Rescue Squadron. Women's History Month is important because we need to highlight the accomplishments of women, especially here at the 106th, in all aspects of keeping this mission going.
Women's History Month is important because we recognize how far we have come in society and all we have contributed to this country.
Women's History Month is very important because it highlights women's accomplishments.
This month is Women's History Month, and that is important to me because with all the accomplishments women have made throughout history thus far, it encourages women to go for bigger opportunities and show what we are capable of.
I think it's very important we celebrate Women's History Month to recognize the achievements of women in all facets of life, and in doing so, this helps create new opportunities for young women and young girls.
This month we celebrate Women's History, which I take courage in because of my mom. She's the strongest woman I know, and I do it for her.
Women's History Month is important to me because I feel that I'm a mentor and a role model for the young women that are now joining the unit, as well as my own daughters.
It's important to observe women's history because it shows that we are capable of any job without limitations.
Good morning, 106 Rescuing. My name is Senior Master Sergeant Matt Kempton. I have with me today First Sergeant Quiroga from Maintenance, and we're going to go over proper wearing of the OCP uniform. Anything that we go over today can be found in AFI 36-2903. So, as we all know, the mandatory wear date of the new OCP uniform is 1 April of 2021. So it's right around the corner, and I just wanted to go over a few things quickly with you. First of all, this t-shirt that is issued, the color is called Coyote Brown, and this is the only color that is authorized to wear underneath the OCP uniform. Morale shirts, any shirt of any different color is not authorized. Same thing with the boots. The boots are the same color, it's called Coyote Brown. I know they're very similar in color to the old Desert Tan boots, but they are different, and these are the only ones that are authorized. With the warmer weather, I know a lot of people like to wear the fleece, and the same color, the Coyote Brown fleece, is authorized with the OCP uniform as an outer garment. So it's not permitted to be worn underneath the OCP. It's only allowed to go over top of your OCP uniform. You can wear it indoors, you can wear it outdoors, but it has to have the 3 patches on it. So on the right breast would be your name tape. Above that would be your rank, and on the left side will be the U.S. Air Force tape. Now those tapes have to be in the spice brown lettering with the OCP background. First Sergeant Quiroga is going to go over some of the authorized and unauthorized patches.
Thank you, Sheriff, and good morning, 106 Rescuing. Again, we're just going over this information so our airmen are aware of changes, but most importantly, the basics in 2903 that everybody should understand and be exercising in the uniform. Starting with your left sleeve, you're going to go ahead and center your component patch on here. The component patch you see here is the only authorized patch for the 106 Rescuing for our airmen to wear. That's going to be your Air National Guard component patch with the 2 jets on both sides. Okay, so nothing else is authorized here at the 106 Rescuing. If you need patches or you don't have the correct patch, you go ahead and you leave this blank, all right, until you have the authorized patch. Please see your first sergeant or your chief regarding this patch, and we'll go ahead and get you one to make sure you're within regulation for that. Moving over to the right sleeve here, you're going to go ahead and have the spice brown American flag as you see it here. You're going to go ahead and follow the top of the Velcro, and you're going to go ahead and center that. That's going to get you that uniform look that the regulation's looking for. And in addition to that, you're going to have the unit or your squadron patch, group patch, or wing patch. And you're going to go ahead and center that after you've positioned the American flag on top. Once you have that set up, everything should look uniform and everything should look geometrically correct according to what the regulation wants. One of the most important parts of the regulation is that you want to maintain a professional military image. And so if you ever have a question regarding your uniform and you're not sure about how to interpret the guidance in 36-2903, it's important for you to ask your supervisors, superintendents, your leaders, or go ahead and reach out to a first sergeant, and we'll go ahead and point you in the right direction. Moving on to your patches in front of the uniform, it's very important for you to understand that you're going to have your 3 patches in front. You're going to have your name, your last name, right? You're going to have your rank, and you're also going to have your service patch. Now, for us, within the regulation, it states very clearly that they are all to be Velcro or they're to be stitched on, but all 3 of them move as a group, and that's the best way to look at it. So if you have it in the form that the first sergeant has it here right now, this is correct because all of them are Velcro. Now, if he had, for example, his first sergeant, his senior master sergeant, first sergeant patch here stitched, and the rest of these were Velcro, that would not be within guidance. So again, foot stump on that, all stitched on or all Velcro. Now, the only caveat to that and the only exception, I would say, or difference would be your occupational patch. If he was to wear one up here, you would want that to either be stitched or Velcro, of course, but that is the only one that could stand out and be Velcro or stitched. So if these were all Velcro and that one was Velcro, that's fine. But if these were all stitched and that one was Velcro, that would be okay as well. So There's times that we move around and we want to, many of you have different occupational patches out there, so this is important for you guys to understand that. Now, unless I missed anything, Shirt, is that
I actually missed one thing. As far as the coyote brown fleece, you can wear it over your uniform. You can't wear it over a t-shirt or undershirt or thermal or anything like that. It has to be the OCP uniform with the fleece over it with the patches on the outside.
That's correct. That's dead on.
Thank you, First Sergeant Quiroga. As I said in the beginning, all these regulations are in AFI 362903. If you need to refer back to that, go ahead. And if you still have questions after referring back to the AFI, please come see your First Sergeant. We're always here to help.